Hello students, welcome back to our Science and Technology digital class. Let's begin with the next part of our lesson. So students, we have already started with lesson number 2, Life Processes in Living Organisms, part 1. Till now, we have learnt about importance of life processes, respiration, that is aerobic and anaerobic, cellular respiration, Krebs cycle, fermentation, energy from other food components. I hope you all must have read the textbook. Let's begin with our next part of the lesson. So, students, cell division. What is cell division? Cell division is one of the very important properties of the cells and living organisms. Due to this property, only a new organism is formed from existing one. A multicellular organism grows up and emaciated body can be restored. So students, cell division is necessary for the production of new cells. Now students, all of you know that our body is multicellular, which is made up of many cells. These cells have definite period of life. So after that, the new cells are developed by the help of cell division. And so cell division is necessary for the growth and development of the body as well as for the repair of the body. There are two types of cell divisions as mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis occurs in somatic cells and stem cells of the body, whereas meiosis occurs in germ cells. Before study of cell division, we should know the structural organization of the cell that we have studied in the previous standards. Each cell has a nucleus. Besides, other cell organelles are also present. So let us study the cell division in detail. Do you remember this diagram? Yes. What is this? It is a chromosome which is present in the nucleus inside the cell. These chromosomes are in the form of fibers, but these chromosomes are visible during the cell division only. So what are the parts? They are having the two identical chromatids, then P arm, centromere, Q arm, and it is made up of DNA molecule. So the same diagram is shown in your textbook, page number 18. Just write the labels over there. So a pair of each type of chromosome is present in 2n condition, whereas single chromosome of each type is present in a condition and their structure is like shown over here. Now we are going to see the first process, that is mitosis, which is very important process for the cell division. Somatic cells and stem cells divide by mitosis. Mitosis is completed through two main steps. They are karyokinesis, that is nuclear division, and cytokinesis, that is cytoplasmic division. Karyokinesis takes place through four steps. They are prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. So we are going to see all these processes one by one in detail. The first process is prophase. Just observe the diagram over here. In prophase, condensation of basically thin thread-like chromosomes starts. Due to this, they become short and thick, and they start to appear along with their pairs of sister chromatids. Centrioles duplicate and each centriole moves to opposite poles of the cell. Nuclear membrane and nucleolus starts to disappear. So all animal cells have centrioles. The centrioles help the cell to divide. They are seen only during the mitosis and meiosis processes. The centrioles are together located near the nucleus in the centrosome. So, only during the cell division centrioles can be seen. So, just observe the picture here very well. So, in the prophase only, the spindle fibers begin to form from both the centrioles, and the centrioles migrate to both the poles. Just observe here carefully. The next phase is metaphase. Nuclear membrane completely disappear in metaphase. Chromosomes complete their condensation and become clearly visible along with sister chromatids. All chromosomes are arranged at equatorial plane. Spindle fibers are formed between centromere of each chromosome and both centrioles. The next phase is anaphase. In anaphase, centromeres split and thereby sister chromatids of each chromosome separate, and they are pulled apart in opposite directions with the help of spindle fibers. Separated sister chromatids are known as daughter cells. They look like bunch of bananas. In this way, each set of chromosome reach at opposite poles of the cell. Just observe the diagram over here. The next phase is telophase. The chromosomes which have reached at opposite poles of the cell now start to decondense, due to which they again become thread-like, thin and invisible. Nuclear membrane formed around each set of chromosomes reached at poles. Thus, two daughter nuclei are formed. Nucleolus also appears in each daughter nucleus. Spindle fibers in this process disappears, that is, they start disappearing. So, students, if you see, this process is exactly opposite of prophase. The next is cytokinesis, that is division of cytoplasm. So, earlier, that is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase together is known as karyokinesis, and now this is cytokinesis, that is division of cytoplasm. The cytoplasm divides by cytokinesis, and two new cells are formed which are called as daughter cells. In this process, notch is formed at the equatorial plane of the cell, which deepens gradually, and thereby two new cells are formed. So, here all the stages of mitosis are shown together. Prophase, that is first stage, late prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase and cytokinesis. Now the next process we are going to see is meiosis. Meiosis is completed through two steps. Those two stages are meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. In meiosis 1, recombination or crossing over occur between homologous chromosomes, and thereafter those homologous chromosomes, not the sister chromatids, are divided into two groups, and thus two haploid cells are formed. Meiosis 2 is just like mitosis. In this stage, the two haploid daughter cells formed in meiosis 1 undergo division by separation of recombined sister chromatids, and four haploid daughter cells are formed. Process of gamete production and spore formation occurs by meiosis. In this type of cell division, four haploid means N, daughter cells are formed from one diploid, that is 2N cells. During this cell division, crossing over occurs between the homologous chromosomes, and thereby genetic recombination occurs. Due to this, all the four daughter cells are genetically different from parent cell and from each other too. So just observe here the diagram carefully. First, in the meiosis 1 and meiosis 2 are shown over here. In the meiosis 1, prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. Then the cytokinesis takes place. So the two cells are formed from one cell. Those two cells again divide in the meiosis 2, and finally the total four daughter cells are formed during the meiosis. Now just observe here the diagram carefully. It is showing the actual difference between meiosis and mitosis. In meiosis, finally the four daughter cells are formed, and in mitosis two daughter cells are only formed. Now here it is shown the difference between mitosis and meiosis. I hope you all will write all these points in your notebook for earlier stages of mitosis also, and the difference between mitosis and meiosis. So mitosis occurs in somatic cells, meiosis occurs in germ cells. In mitosis, nucleus divides only once. In meiosis, nucleus divides twice. Two daughter cells are formed in mitosis. Four daughter cells are formed in meiosis. Daughter cells are diploid, that is, their chromosome number does not become half. But in meiosis, daughter cells are haploid. It occurs more frequently, and meiosis occurs less frequently. Daughter cells form somatic organs, that is, all other body parts in our body. Daughter cells form gametes. There is only one prophase, one metaphase, one anaphase, and one telophase in mitosis. But in meiosis, there are two of each phase and 5 subphases in prophase 1. Number of chromosomes are not changed in daughter cells in mitosis. Number of chromosomes are reduced to half in meiosis. Chromosome number doubles at the beginning of each cell division. Chromosome number is not double, it doubles after the end of first meiotic division. No crossing over is there in mitosis in the chromosomes. Crossing over occurs in chromosomes in meiosis. So mitosis is the equation division and meiosis is reduction division. So you all will write this difference in your notebook. Now next we are going to see the various stages of mitosis, which we can see in the root tip of the onion. Which is also shown in your textbook, page number 20. So just have a quick recap. We have learnt about cell division, mitosis, meiosis, and difference between mitosis and meiosis. So read the lesson thoroughly, mark the important points in the textbook, write the important points from the video. Thank you.